Dogs are the natural predator of the cat, but does that mean we're going to see problems here as the Cheney Diamond Dogs go up against Great Bend Bad Cats here at Albert's Memorial Field, getting ready to kick off a 4-game set. Bad Cats in third place in the SCL. Diamond Dogs are first, so it's kind of a huge series here at the back end of the season with the Bad Cats trailing by 4 games in the Sunflower Collegiate League standings, so they're trying to chase the Diamond Dogs. Really, the Bad Cats need at least 3 out of 4 if they want to keep any hope of a Sunflower Collegiate League title on the line, but that's just to keep us from saying that they need a sweep, even though, honestly, that's what they're looking for if they want an SCL title in their trophy closet. Thanks for joining us on the Bad Cats Media Network. I'm Mark Plore. Matt Howell's joining me today on the broadcast, and Matt, actually a really great series for the Cats against Derby after a tough walk-off loss in Derby, a home run by Nick Costello. They really bounced back to pick up back-to-back wins, and that could really give them some momentum coming in against a tough opponent.
Yeah, that walk-off was a little rough for us, but the next 2 games we came out and showed that we can be a competitive team and do what we need to do to win the games.
So let's take a look at our starting lineups presented by Victory Barbershop. Starting off with the visiting Cheney Diamond Dogs. This is a powerhouse squad. There's no doubt about that. They hit .331 as a group, and the only guy hitting under .300 in the starting lineup today is Zach Cox, who's only played in 2 games to this point, so you really don't know what you're going to get from him. But the rest of the crew has proven that they can hit the ball very hard, and Hagen Rose is on the mound for the Bad Cats. Has really got to be careful with where he puts the baseball in this one. On the other side, the Bad Cats line up like this. Throwing a lefty tonight, the Diamond Dogs, so the Bad Cats had to be careful with their left hand. There's a good lefty from Dallas Baptist. Tyler Schott will be pitching for Cheney, so they really were limited on who they could put in there. 2 lefties, Bodie Waller and Riley Silva, the only ones. Otherwise, everyone right-handed. Alex Rogers, Connor Allen, 1 in 3 spots. And it's Colby Christian, Simon Larinagu, who finally got over his slump in the last game against the Derby Twins. And then Coulter Maldonado, Rathan Malone, Dre Amaro, that bottom of the lineup is struggling a little bit. Bad Cats are going to need him to pick it up here in this one if they want a chance against this team, because regardless of how well Hagen pitches in this game, you know a good start is going to be maybe 2 or 3 runs. Going to need some offensive support.
Yes, indeed.
And batting ninth for the Bad Cats is the second baseman, number 14, Dre Amaro.
So that's how both these teams line up. Hagen Rose against Tyler Schott. Actually 2 guys that have not given up an earned run all season long. Hagen's been really strong with that. He's going to certainly be showcasing the curve in this one. That's his put-away pitch. And we'll have a little bit more about this pitching matchup when we come back. Time for the national anthem here at Al Burns. First pitch will follow. It's Bombers night here at Al Burns Memorial Field. Bad Cats celebrating the youth baseball organization that calls Great Bend home. Each player went out with an individual team from the Great Bend Bombers organization. A lot of them here in attendance tonight, a lot of parents, a lot of families And they're going to be in for a treat because Hagen Rose is on the mound. He hasn't given up an earned run yet this season. He's been really strong. His curveball is what's going to do him the job tonight in all likelihood. That's his strikeout pitch. Mixes it with a good fastball, and that's what makes it difficult for right-handed hitters in particular to put the ball in play against him. 13 innings, 10 hits, 3 runs, 5 walks to 15 strikeouts. Does have an 0-1 record, but don't let that fool you. Hagen has been really strong.
Yeah, it's one of our stronger starting pitchers we got in the rotation. He likes to showcase that fastball and curveball a lot.
Connor Allen will be doing the catching for him. We'll see how that battery gets, or how quickly I should say that battery gets locked in. Hagen out of Temple College. That catch trying to pick it up defensively behind him. They had a couple of rough games against the Derby Twins, trying to clean them up to 39 errors this season. And if you want to beat the Diamond Dogs, can't give them anything free. You're not going to get a ton of strikeouts against Cheney. They're going to put the ball in play. They're going to hit it hard. We'll see how everything goes down in this one. That catch coached by Roger Ward. On the other side, Pat Hunt is not here today. The normal coach of the Cheney Diamond Dogs, Hunter Douglas, is coaching in his place. The biggest series of the year for the Bad Cats. There's been a lot of eyes on this one all season long. People have been waiting for the Cheney Diamond Dog series. The Bad Cats were hoping they were a little bit closer in the standings and it wouldn't be this much pressure to get 4 wins, but that's where we are with the Bad Cats, only having 8 regular season games before the SCL playoffs, and then postseason tournament beyond that Summer Ball Showdown, where the Bad Cats will be heading in the beginning of August. But for now, they really have to just take it one game at a time. Can't look too far ahead. This series, like all the other ones previously since the start of July, we'll go home road. So tomorrow the Bad Cats are at the Cheney Sports Complex. We'll be back here on Thursday for the game against Cheney, the last one here at Al Burns, and then they will finish this series on Friday against the Diamond Dogs in Cheney. Bad Cats will have 2 days off after that before they head to Wichita to finish off the regular season slate against the Lobos. Mark McClure and Matt Howell, happy to be with you tonight. First pitch from Hagen Rose, in for a strike. We're underway. Jackson Searing is the leadoff hitter, center fielder. This one's outside, 1-1, a Butler Grizzly in the spring season. Searing played in the All-Star game for the Cheney Diamond Dogs. There was a lot of representatives from the Diamond Dogs, and on the very first pitch of the game, he hit home run off Arturo Ramirez from the Hayesville Aviators. Fouls this one away. He's behind a ball and 2 strikes.
Yeah, that All-Star game was a fun game to be in.
A lot of great talent on display all around. Hagen looking for a strikeout here early, but not a good release point on that pitch. It was up high. 2 balls and 2 strikes. After this season, though, with Butler, he'll be heading to Southwest Oklahoma State University Division II school. Hitting .346 on the season. Takes one just outside for a ball. 3-2.
That was a close one.
Searing hasn't actually played much since the All-Star break, though. Only game since the 4th of July was a game against the Sluggin' Rebels on July 11th, where he looked like he came in as a pinch hitter, went 0 for 1 with a strikeout, but he's going to walk here. Rose had him ahead, 1 ball and 2 strikes, and then he lost him. So here's Brock Rodden. Rodden will be playing at second base in this one out of Wichita State. Switch hitter, so hit from the left side against Rose. Hitting an impressive .391. But keep in mind, only in 6 ball games. He hits a little looper out to the right side, but that one looked like he hit off of his foot, so that'll be a foul ball. Three umpires in this game tonight. As Doug Clark is behind the plate, Jeremy Nelson on the right side of the infield. Hunter Fitzpatrick, will be on the left side. So Rodden steps back in out of Wichita State. 0-1 coming, and he'll take it for a strike. 0-2.
Good spot from Rose right there.
Rose again is ahead. See if he can put away Rodney. Was unable to do it with Searing. A throw over to first, and Searing steps back in safely. Still on an 0-2 count. Rose is set. Here's the pitch, and he'll waste one there up high. So the count, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Colter Maldonado in just a bit over third. And the delivery tries to get to it on the outside corner. A good one from Hagen Rose, showcasing that curve early in the ball game. It's Rod, and that's the first strikeout. And here comes Lenny Ashby. Second year for Ashby with the Diamond Dogs. As the pitch, he hits a Our apologies for that. Unfortunately, the stream went down on us there for a moment. But Batcats ended that inning. Simon Larinaga with a 3-6-1 double play on Lenny Ashby. So we're back to things here. Bottom of the first inning, Alex Rogers is going to step in and see a first pitch. Fastball in there. Tyler Schott, a really, really good left-hander from Dallas Baptist, takes over on the mound in this one for the Cheney Diamond Dogs. And he's going to make it difficult for any left-handed hitter and even the righties. He's no piece of cake in there. Got a good sinker, good slider as this one's hit towards the middle, and that's under the glove of the second baseman, Brock Rodden. That's a base hit for Rogers. So Batcats in a little bit of business here in the first inning. So now Riley Silva, one of the lefties, one of the poor lefties in this lineup. First pitch to him. That one away from him, 1 ball, no strikes. Shots, really the main key for him is just going to be keeping the ball in the strike zone because the stuff is there. Throw over to first base, but Rogers back in there safely. We'll see if he's aggressive on the bases early, especially get an early base runner against a good arm. Pitch in there as the throw goes down. As Rod tries to steal, and he just gets in past the throw of Cody Moore. Here's the pitch to Silva, and that one's away. 3 balls and no strikes. The last pitch, actually, my apologies, was a ball. So 3-0 the count to Silva. And the pitch. In for a strike, 3-1. Shot gets back into the strike zone against Silva. Shot, looks back at second, and the pitch. And this one a chopper over to the right side. Silva's got good speed, charging in on it is Rod and throws first just in time. Trying to make a play out of it, couldn't quite get too much done. And now here comes Connor Allen. Allen struggling getting hits, 208, but he has walked 13 times, my apologies, been hit 4. His play patience has really been an asset for the Batcats, just hoping he can get the bat going just a little bit more consistently. And the pitch. First one just down underneath the knees. 1 ball and those strikes. Here's a pitch, and that one in for a strike. 1-1. Failed to mention also good at-bat for Silva because he got Alex Rogers to third base, so he's in scoring position. 1-1 count. Shot, ready to deliver the pitch, and that's a good movement on it. Just fouled away by Allen. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Ready, and a swing and a miss there as that one held behind the plate by Moore for a strikeout. First strikeout now for Schott, and he needed that one. Keeps everybody still on the bases.
He's the designated hitter, number 30, Bodie Waller.
Bodie Waller has been on a really hot streak right now. Had 2 home runs against the Twins. Ooh, the first pitch is inside. He's been hitting a lot of doubles, just a lot of hard hit balls in general. His batting average is now up over 300, sitting at 301. Ready in the pitch. And that's a strike in there, 1-1. Talked with Bodie before the game, knew a good left-hander was coming in. He pretty much said he's taking a 2-strike approach for most of the day. 1-1. That one's low and away, 2 balls and a strike. He kind of talked about you're going to get a lot of slider away, and the sinker kind of breaks in on your hands a little bit. Said he does have concern about breaking the bat at some point today, because that's where that slider is good. Starts at your hip, breaks right into the zone for a strike. 2-2.
Yeah, lefty sliders are one of the hardest pitches to hit.
And the 2-2 comes in, but Bodie didn't miss this one. Hit it well out to deep right. Retreating his holder. He's looking up at the wall, and he makes the catch on a warning track. Tough break for Waller because that ball was mashed, but that's the third out of the inning, and the Batcats are going to strand the opening run of this game at third base. Rogers couldn't get him home. So we go to the second inning. We have no score here at Al Burns.
This is Batcats pitcher Dash Albus. You are watching Batcats baseball on the Batcats Media Network.
Welcome back to Al Burns Memorial Field. Nothing doing in the early going of this one. Top of the second, no score. Bad Cats had a nice defensive play to get out of the top of the first inning. 3-6-1 double play, unfortunately. Went down there for just a moment on the live stream, so you didn't get a chance to see it, but it was good. Take our word for it. George Specht at the plate. First pitch to him. Kind of jammed him a little bit. Fouls it down the left side out of play. No balls and one strike. Yeah. Swing and a miss from Specht, and it's 0-2. George Specht, another second-year Diamond Dog, just like Lenny Ashby. Both these guys with plenty of experience for a team that regularly finds itself near the finals of the NBC World Series. Rose tried to catch the inside corner with that one, couldn't find it. 1-2.
Looked good up here.
Good spot from Rose. We'll have to go back to work with a 1-2 count. Pitch to Specht. Fastball low. And the count is 2-2. And the pitch. Well, just outside, they do appeal for the check swing. Hunter Fitzpatrick says he did not go around. So the count is full to Specht, who's battled back from down 0-2. Here's the 3-2. And he did go around that time, I can guarantee you that. And Specht pretty much just gives himself up. Connor Allen will throw down first, but that's going to be the second strikeout for Hagan. And now it's Noah Brewer. Brewer's kind of done it all as a collegiate athlete. He's been all around. As we wait for the first pitch from Rose, and it's going to get to the backstop. Luckily for the Cats, nobody on base. Noah Brewer started his collegiate career at Incarnate Word. Spent one season there, then went to Grayson, where he played baseball. And now, after a phenomenal season at Grayson, he'll be back at the Division I level at University of Arkansas at Little Rock. This season, he's hitting .390. He was an all-star for the Diamond Dogs. Checks his swing there. Went around as a strike call. 2-1. Got multiple hits in 5 of his last 6 games. As he swings and foul tips that one, it was held by Allen. 2 balls and 2 strikes. He's had a really great season just all around. A lot of consistent contact for him as this one's outside. Had a hitting streak that lasted between June 24th all the way to July 8th. And during that hitting streak, he only had one game that he had 1 hit. All the other games were multiple hits. So it'll be a 3-2. Well, that's going to be in there. Strike 3. Got him with a fastball. He's looking for something else.
It's a great spot to locate that fastball on a 3-2 count.
Back-to-back strikeouts now. He's looking good here in the second.
Looking real good right now. Let's hope he keeps it up the rest of this game. It would be very nice.
That brings up another Jackson in this lineup, Jackson Holder. And here's the first pitch to him. That backs him up a little bit, 1-0. Jackson Holder, and again out of Dallas Baptist, this one fouled away. 1 ball and 1 strike. Pat Hahn, the general manager and head coach, has a pretty good relationship with Dallas Baptist. Brought in a couple of good players from there. That one outside to Holder. 2 balls and a strike. Yet another all-star. 2-1. Just up high. 3 balls and 1 strike.
I'm standing right here.
Here's Hagen's 3-1 pitch. Dangerous hitter at the plate, and he's just going to give this one up, and that is a 5-pitch walk. 2 walks issued by Hagen Rose. Moves the chain now for Zach Cox. Mentioned before the game, Cox hasn't had a ton of opportunities to contribute to this point, and he's kind of a new addition to this team. He's out of Kansas, as in Kansas University. 6-foot infielder, 185 pounds. Played his first game with the Diamond Dogs on July 8th as they throw over to first, and the Batcats very fortunate that that hit off of first base umpire Jeremy Nelson. If that gets by him, that's easily a base for Jackson Holder.
Not often you see a pickoff ball get hit by the umpire to stop it.
Now here's the real first pitch, and that one is not going to find the zone. 1 ball, no strikes. Here's Hagen set at the belt. Long wait, and Cox didn't enjoy that, so he will call time. Ball, no strikes. They throw over here again, but Holder dives back in safely. That catch shifted a little bit to the pull side, at least in the outfield, as that's a strike called. 1-1. Rogers just shaded towards the left center field gap, while Riley Silva playing a little bit more towards the line. Here's the 1-1. That's outside. Got out of the glove of Connor Allen, but not going to be an advance attempt there from Holder. Defensive look for the Batcats. Riley Silva in left. Alex Rogers is in center. Colby Christian in right. Coulter Maldonado's at third on the infield. Rathan Malone at short. Dre Amaro's at second base. Simon Larinaga at first. Connor Allen is catching for Hagen Rose. Here's the 2-1, and that's low. 3 balls and a strike. Dre Amaro got his first start over at second base on Sunday. He's been primarily a shortstop for the Cats, but I'm trying to get him some more time, and second base is had some more opportunities over there. They throw over again to first. Holder back in. That's one thing about these Batcats infielders. They're really versatile. We've seen Rathan Malone at second base. Coulter Maldonado's played everywhere on the infield except for first. Musto's primarily a third baseman. Kreitzer's primarily at second. Did see him once at third as Cox fouls this one away. Good challenge pitch on the 3-1. He's trying to make it 2 scoreless innings. 3-2 count. Runner on first. Holder will be moving on the pitch. And he kicks and he deals. Lost him just up high. 2 on, 2 out. Rose has not given up a hit. It's been all free passes. Another thing the Batcats have had issues with recently is the free pass. Starters regularly allowing 4 or 5 walks. And this brings up Cody Moore. First pitch strike. Moore, one of the younger Diamond Dogs, will be going to the Air Show next season. Rose ready, delivers 0-1. It's another strike in there, 0-2. So after that walk, wasting no time getting ahead of Cody Moore. And the pitch. Just got a piece of a good curve.
This is a great pitch.
hanging on for dear life in there. More another guy hitting over 300, as we mentioned, but again, very small sample size for him, 3 for 9. Yeah, it does have a hit in his last 2 games. He's only been with the Diamond Dogs since July 8th as this one floated out towards right field. Coming in on it is Christian, can't make the catch. They're going to wave around Holder. Here comes the throw, and he's just underneath the tag.
Wow.
Diamond Dogs take the lead, an RBI single from Cody Moore. Christian did his best to make a play of it. But Holder had the privilege of moving on contact, and that gave him what he needed to get in safely. Zach Cox over to third base. Moore with that RBI singles at first. They're now on the corners for Andrew Brotman. Brotman a big frame in there, plays some second and third. A little bit short, too, depending on your needs. 6'1", 185. First pitch strike from Hagan. He's got an interesting SCL career. Last season he played the regular season with Newton. Had a great year, all-star. Campaigned for him in 2021, and then in the playoffs he joined Cheney for the back end of the season, and this season didn't waste any time just going straight to Cheney. This one on the ground to Rathan Malone, easy flip to Trey Amaro, and that gets Hagen Rose out of the inning, but he did give up his first earned run of the season on a little flare base hit to right by Cody Moore that drove in Jackson Holder. 1-zip Cheney as we go to the bottom of the second here from Al Burns Memorial Field.
This is outfielder Kyle Gates, and you're watching Batcats Baseball on the Batcats Media Network.
Back at Al Burns Memorial Field here in the heart of Great Bend, Kansas. Batcats and the Cheney Diamond Dogs opening up a 4-game set here. The Dogs have the early lead, 1-0. Batcats are chasing early. First pitch swinging from Colby Christian, a guy who's only picked up his pace at the plate up to a 265 average. This one just missed the outside corner from Schott. He wanted it bad. Did get the call, though, 1-1. This one fouled away by Christian, 1-2. Last time Colby Christian was here at Al Burns Memorial Field, he lit it up, went 3 for 5. 4 stolen bases in one game for Colby. Batcats continue to just dominate with stolen bases. Alex Rogers' stolen base in the bottom of the first inning, my apologies, was the 99th stolen base for the Batcats this season. leading the Sunflower Collegiate League in that category by leaps and bounds. 2-2. That one a little too low. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Helps the Bad Cats generate offense even when things aren't going so well. So it'll be a 3-2 from Schott, and Christian not going to go down without a fight. Here's the pitch. Not going to get it. Tried to backdoor him with a slider.
And that brings up the first baseman, number 25.
Bad Cats will get a base runner again here.
Naga.
Lead off the inning, and now it'll be Simon Laranaga. Simon Laranaga was hitting unbelievably at the beginning of the season. He had an over 500 batting average for a really long stretch. He didn't go under 500 until June the 20th. Then he cooled off significantly, and now the Bad Cats are hoping he can get hot again as the first pitch strike in there. Simon had 6 straight games between June 28th and July 8th when he did not register a hit, and then he had a 2-hit effort on July the 10th. Series finale against the Twins, hit a home run, a double. One, and that's a strike to Simon. 1 ball and 2 strikes. 7 home runs, now a team lead on his own. Bodie Waller had caught up to him. They tied at 6, and then Simon hit that home run on Sunday. That's a tough take right there. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Looked very, very close.
Colby Christian, certainly a threat for the Bad Cats' 100th stolen base of the season. Not going here as the pitch is outside to Laranaga, 3-2. That could be Schott's issue. I mean, we've talked about how good some of his stuff has been to this point in the season. But when you can't locate it, that's when it's trouble, and he's not going to locate it here on the 3-2 pitch. Back-to-back walks, and they're on first and second with nobody out. And this is what I talked about at the beginning of the broadcast, Matt. This bottom of the lineup needs to produce right here. You got a spot with 2 on, none out, but you have Maldonado, Malone, and Amaro coming up, all hitting under 240.
Yeah, it's a little rough for them 3, but I feel like they can do it. All it takes is one good swing.
Maldonado, the right-handed hitting third baseman, is in against Schott. First pitch to him. Late on it. Swing and a miss, 0-1. Schott, as I mentioned, from Dallas Baptist, one of several players from Dallas Baptist. DBU had a pretty good season. Finished with 34 victories and a berth in the Austin Regional, but NCAA tournament didn't go so well. A couple of losses to Louisiana Tech and Air Force. This one bunted down the third base line, but it's just going to get foul.
Almost had it.
We see Maldonado step out of the box. Looks like they're not sure whether they're going to keep bunt on for him. Here's the pitch. That's down low, 1-2. Colby Christian at second base. Simon Laranaga at first. Coulter Maldonado at the plate in a 1-0 ball game. Cheney with the lead. Here's the 1-2 pitch, and Maldonado hits one well out to center field, but guess what? It's right at Jackson Searing, and he's going to catch it for the first out. Fat Cats have had a whole host of those recently. Balls hit hard, right at guys. Defensive look for Cheney in this one. Big Lenny Ashby is out in left field. Jackson Searing in center. Jackson Holder in right. Andrew Brautman on the infield is at third base. George Specht is at shortstop. Brock Rodden at second. Noah Brewer at first. Cody Moore behind the plate. And Tyler Schott is on the bump. Here's the pitch, and Malone hits a floater down the left side. That's a fair ball right on the chalk line. They're going to wave around Colby Christian. He scores as Malone coasts into second with a standing double. And the Bad Cats have tied this game at 1.
Just what we needed right there.
Second hit of the game for the Cats. Bottom of the order delivers.
It's a big hit for Ray right there.
So now is the bottom of the order, and Dre Amaro. As the first pitch misses outside, 1 ball and no strike. Interesting note, by the way, for Dallas Baptist. They did have the 34 wins, but something you rarely see in college baseball. They also tied a game. Their last game before the Missouri Valley Conference Tournament ended up tying Indiana State 2-2 because of bad weather. This one hit on the ground to third base, Broadman Fields, and Amaro's going to get thrown out, but he does his job on the play, drives in a run, and it's 2-1. So Mad Cats take the lead.
It's a good piece of hitting, keeping the ball on the ground, getting that runner home.
So now Alex Rogers comes up with a runner on third base. Schott came into this game having allowed 0 earned runs in 15 innings. And now he's going to give up a third as this one smoked up the middle for a base hit. Malone comes home easily, and Raj has an RBI single, 3-1. Bad Cats taking a big bite out of Schott early in this game.
It's just what we needed to get this offense rolling today.
Bad Cats have been frustrated offensively a lot after the All-Star break, and even before a little bit with that Kingman series. Things have been slow. They'd seen their batting average drop under 260 as a team, but now all of a sudden 3 runs in this first inning off of one of the best pitchers you're going to find. Still potential for more. They have a 3-1 lead. Riley Silva at the plate, and Alex Rogers at first base. First pitch in. That one misses outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Schott not sure where it missed. They've been off the plate just a touch. And this pitch is outside again. He tried to get that spot, but clearly Doug Clark's not giving it behind the plate. Two 2-0 count, and they'll throw over on Raj again. He's in standing. That's the frustrating part about Alex Rogers when you're throwing over at first, just because he rarely is even close when it comes to diving back to the bag. And then the next thing you know, he's off like this. And this one's outside. The throw's going to be close play, but it looked like Raj snuck in there. Did not know. Called out. The throw wasn't great from Cody Moore, but it was helped a lot by Brock Rodden. And he was able to get a tag down on Alex Rogers as he tried to slide underneath the tag. It looks like Roger Ward's down the third base side, wants an explanation. But it does not look like there's going to be any conversation at all because Jeremy Nelson standing out in the field in right field. Yeah, he's not able to get much from Hunter Fitzpatrick either, so that ends the inning as Alex Rogers caught stealing, so the Bad Cats will have to wait for that 100th stolen bag of the year. 3-1 they lead, though, going to the top of the third inning here on the Bad Cats Media Network.
This is Batcats, first baseman Simon Larinaga. You're watching Batcats Baseball on the Batcats Media Network.
Ready to start the third here at Al Burns, and 3-1 lead for the Batcats. Hagen Rose with some run support, but he's got to get through the top of the order, and he's going to lead it off with a grazing, and I mean grazing, of Jackson Searing. And they're going to say that hit him. It looked just like it was inside, but not according to home plate umpire Doug Clark. And a leadoff base runner for the Cheney Diamond Dogs brings up Brock Rodden. Rodden got caught looking in his first at-bat. Take a moment before stepping in here to face Hagen Rose for the second time. Took a little something off there, and that's in for a strike, 0-1. Here's the pitch, curveball that's outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Throw over to first, but Searing's back in. Rodden, a transfer to Wichita State from Seminole State College. He played 2021, and in that 2022 season had a great year. This one hit right back at the pitcher, Rose. He's going to try and recover and throw him out at first, but he's not going to be in time. And Rodden reaches on a single.
That was close.
So 2 on, none out. Same situation Batcats had in the bottom of the second. But Rodden, as I mentioned, was first-team All-American this season and was AAC Newcomer of the Year, newcomer position player, that is, of the year. He hit .338 with a .441 OBP. Hagen looks like he's okay. They're taking that line drive off of him. Certainly a lot of potential for Rodden to get drafted this at some point here. The way that he's been playing. That brings up Lenny Ashby, who hit into a double play his first time. Throw back at second. This is trouble and just in safe.
Wow.
Oh, what a close play. Doesn't go the Batcats' way.
That was too close.
Tough break for the Cats, and now Lenny steps back in. Ashby, as I mentioned before, a second-year Diamond Dog, University of New Mexico in his spring seasons. That's in for a strike. Last season, played in 28 games for the Diamond Dogs, hitting .111 during the regular season. 111 at-bats, my apologies, during the regular season. He hit .369, 5 home runs, 35 RBIs. As a matter of fact, the 3, actually make that 4 best hitters by average are back with the Cheney Diamond Dogs this season. 1-1 from Rose, and this one on the ground again. Could be a double play again. Amaro to Malone over to first, and another double play.
Just what we needed.
Tough start to this game for Lenny Ashby. Hits into a 3-6-1 double play in the first, and now 4-6-3 double play in the third. But as I was mentioning, Gavin Rogers, Enzo Bonventure, Lenny Ashby, George Specht, who were the top 4 in average for the Diamond Dogs this season, or last season, are back here this season. For guys that are, there's a few of the guys that are listening or hoping, I should say, to hear their names at some point during the MLB draft. That's coming up real soon, 5 days before the opening round. Starts on the 17th of July. Sunflower Collegiate League has had some big names find their way, as this one is a number foul. George Specht at the plate, now behind 0-2. The biggest name by far that's come out of the Sunflower Collegiate League to this point, probably going to be Colton Cowser, Sam Houston State, 5th overall draft pick to the Baltimore Orioles just last season. Actually just got promoted to Double-A recently.
Yeah, Colton Cowser was a big part of the Hutchinson Monarchs a couple years back.
It's down low, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Runner on third and 2 outs. Rose comes to the plate. Fastball low, 2-2. Ready, and the 2-2 pitch. Specht ropes it foul near the Cheney dugout. Hope everybody was awake down there. If they weren't, they are now.
Gotta watch their lips over there.
Three-1 game, 2 outs. Jackson Searing leads off third, and Specht turns on an inside pitch, hits it down towards the line. Colby Christian making his way over there right at the chalk line, and he hauled it in for the catch, and that ends the inning. Bad Cats looked like they were in trouble there when they had 2 on and none out. Hagen Rose turns a double play, and then gets George Specht to fly out to end the inning, 3-1. As we head for the bottom of the third here from the Great Bend, actually out Burns Memorial Field. My apologies.
This is Bodie Waller, first baseman, and you're watching Batcat Baseball on Batcat Media Network.
Bottom of the third, Bad Cats lead 3-1. We'll have 2-3-4 due up, starting with Riley Silva, who was up at the plate when Alex Rogers got caught stealing to end the bottom of the second. Tyler Schott stays on the mound. His first pitch. Silva hits high in the sky out towards center field. Nonchalantly grabbing it is Jackson Searing, and there's one out. Searing even fooled me there. Wasn't sure if he knew where the ball was, but just heading over to make the catch.
Number 24, Connor Allen.
We're actually taking a look at, speaking of some of the Sunflower Collegiate League players that had been drafted in the MLB draft. Cats have only had one hear their name called, and that was Benjamin Sims. Sims was a 15th round selection to the Colorado Rockies just in last year's draft. 1-0. And that's it for a strike to Connor Allen, 1-1. Sims played 2017, just a youngin', playing for the Bad Cats in their first year of existence. Another strike in there to Allen, 1-2. Otherwise, for the most part, Bad Cats have a lot of players that played independent league, or a couple of Pecos League guys, Jarrett Seaton from last year, and all the way back to 2017, he was actually a 4-year Bad Cat. Plays currently for the Monterey Amberjacks. Ryan Patrick for the Trinidad Triggers. Brock Naughton, Glacier Rage Riders. Austin McNicholas, who's actually just in the ballpark in their last home game on Saturday. Ooh, that was close, considering where the last couple pitches had been. McNicholas also with the Glacier Rage Riders, and Dante Freeman's with the Florence Yawls. Mitch McIntyre played a little bit in the Brewers system after being picked up as an undrafted free agent. 3-2, and this fouled off. Going around, staying alive. He struck out his first time. Shot looking for a shutdown inning after giving up 3 runs in the last frame. Another 3-2. Allen lifts it into foul ground down the right side. Long run for Brewer, and he can't get there. Cats with a 3-1 edge over Cheney in the early going of this one. Shot ready. Here's the 3-2, and Allen again staying alive. Talked about Allen making it happen this season. This is why. This is the stuff that you don't see in a box score. You don't see when you look at a stat sheet. Battling with a 3-2 count. Going to get rung up here, though. That was a beautiful slider. So he struck out twice. That's one of those pitches that out of the hand you just give up on, and then you realize too much movement on it, snuck to the outside corner. And this will bring up Bodie Waller. I mean, Waller just was all over the pitch that he saw in his last at-bat, but flew out to the warning track. And that's in for a strike, 0-1. That should give him a lot of confidence, I think, going into this at-bat, because we talked about before the game how tough you're going to be facing up against a good lefty, and for him to pretty much hit the ball 340 feet was impressive. This one a high hopper to third, long throw for Brotman, but that thing was a missile from third to first from Brotman, and that gets Waller, and it ends the inning. Just what the Cheney Diamond Dogs ordered, a 1-2-3, and it gets the bats back in the dugout as they try to come back down 3-1 going to the middle innings here on the Bad Cats Media Network.
This is Alex Rogers. You're watching Bad Cat Baseball on the Bad Cat Media Network.
Cats have the lead here, 3-1 against the vaunted Cheney Diamond Dogs. Talk about how good this offense has been, but they've been a little quiet in this one. Cats have made some good pitches when they've needed to, rolled a couple of double plays. No one coming to Noah Brewer's outside, 1-1, but keep in mind, to this point, the Diamond Dogs do not have 2 hits in 1 inning. Swing and a miss, 1 and 2, so they just haven't been able to link anything together. Had a couple of walks, 3 to this point actually, a hit by pitch, but only those 2 hits, and one was a rifle off of Hagen Rose, and the other one a little blooper. So they haven't hit Hagen hard for the most part. That one's outside, 2-2.
Yeah, Hagen usually does good on not pitching to hard contact. He gets soft contact a lot most of the times.
2-2. And the fastball fouled away. Brewer got caught window shopping in his first at-bat on a 3-2 pitch. Count 2-2 here, and Rose delivers curveball, that's high. So another full count to Noah Brewer. Ooh, just missed the inside corner, wanted the front door, and couldn't.
Was a good spot for that pitch.
A tough take in the end. 4 walks issued by Rose. And for the 3rd time in 4 innings, the Diamond Dogs have the leadoff man on.
Jackson Holder.
So Jackson Holder comes up. He has a walk and a run scored in the game. First pitch, in for a strike. Oh, 1. Ugly swing and miss there. Nothing in 2. Meeting out of the palm of his hand now. In the 0-2. Got to get him to chase something high, but either way, that elevates the eyes. And try and go right back to it. 1-2. Yep. Curve, swing and a miss.
That's what you want to see right there.
And that's the first out. And this brings up Zach Cox. Cox walked back in the 2nd inning in his first plate appearance. First pitch to him. Kansas Jayhawk takes it for a strike, 0-1. Looking for that first hit as a Cheney Diamond Dog. The 0-1, and he hits a weak grounder towards the middle. Going to be a hard play for Amaro. Couldn't get it out of his glove, and that's going to cost him. Cox reaches, and now there are 2 on. We'll await the scorer's decision on that. But looked like it was going to be a close play whether Amaro got it out of his glove or not. And agreeing with that sentiment, that is going to be rolled a hit. So a hit for Cox. That's his first one as the Cheney Diamond Dog. And that brings up Cody Moore, drove in the first run of the game. He's going to watch a good breaking pitch on the inside corner, 0-1. Exact situation Moore came up with in the 2nd inning. He was on 1st and 2nd when he hit that flare to right. Next pitch not there, and it's 1-1. Pretty nice night for baseball here in Great Bend. 86 degrees and not too humid at all. Great night to be out at the ballpark, and big crowd here at Al Burns tonight. Big contingency of trucks, cars, and SUVs out in left field. Rose turns back towards second. Thought about a throw, but just grab the rosin bag and get ready to come set again. Always been a big fan of the vehicles being able to park out in the outfield. Definitely provides an interesting look as this one's grounded over to short. Could be a double play here. That's the second to one and on to first. And that is the third double play the Batcats have turned in this game alone. And again, it gets them out of trouble, this time in the top of the fourth. And that time it was Cody Moore who was the victim, hitting into that double play. And the Batcats still holding their 2-run lead. Home half of the fourth. Up next.
This is Batcats assistant coach Jonathan Mariani, and you're watching Batcats baseball on the Batcats Media Network.
See Colby Christian lead off the bottom of the fourth inning for the Batcats. A walk in the second inning for him. That's all that's on his line. A run scored as well. Batcats lead 3-1. I think Lenny Ashby is being distracted by a drone that's out in left field. Take a look at that. Not sure if you can see it. It's really difficult on the small camera, but Lenny Ashby has a drone right over his head in left field. As they're going to have to hold time until the drone is out of the field of play, and then now it will rise to the heavens, and we'll be able to play baseball. We've seen just about everything here at Al Burns Memorial Field. We had a sprinkler delay and now a drone delay. This one smoked to second base, and it's caught by Rodden.
Dang.
And that is the first out. And you see Lenny Ashby still looking for that drone. Lenny Ashby, one of the best attitudes you're going to find anywhere in baseball. He was up at the All-Star game, work at the scoreboard that day. And always a big smile on his face. From Aruba originally. Plays baseball in New Mexico, second year, as I mentioned here, with the Diamond Dogs. This one hard hit to short, and it gets under Speck's glove. And Larinaga reaches, takes a big turn at first. Batcats have a runner on here with the one out. So that'll be called a hit for Larinaga. Wasn't an easy play for Speck going to his right. Surely would have liked to see him make it if you're the Diamond Dogs, but Got under him, and here comes Coulter Maldonado. First pitch to him. He hits out to right field, went the other way with it, but this one's going to be within the range of Jackson Holder. And there's 2 outs.
Just a tad bit under that one.
Good opposite field pop, though.
Yeah, it's something Coach Ward's been honest about is when we got runners on, we like to put the ball in the air when we need to put it on the ground. He doesn't like it too much.
There has been a tendency to do that.
Yes. It was a big problem against the Rebels. We were always putting the ball in the air when we had runners on. Couldn't capitalize with the ground balls.
First pitch misses, 1 ball and no strikes. He kind of has the philosophy of almost anybody can catch a pop-up or lazy fly ball. It is much more pressure to make the play when it's on the ground. And that's certainly something you see a lot more if you look at errors. There's much more errors on ground balls than anything in the air. Especially in a league like this as well, as you got a lot of guys with speed that can beat out some of those balls on the ground depending on where they're hit. It's inside, gets away from the catcher Moore. He will throw down to second. Simon Larinaga has pretty decent speed for a guy with his frame. Gets into second base.
That was a good read by him. That ball got away, got just enough, and he got it.
Two balls and 1 strike shot. Still on the mound. And the pitch. And Malone gets way under this one. They hit it to the right side, but it's more towards no man's land. That's a fair ball. And Simon Larinaga scores. A little stumble by Malone, but he'll get to second base with a double. 2 doubles in the game for Rathan Malone.
Having a good little day.
4-1 Batcats. Larinaga scores. Him was moving on contact. And here comes Dre Amaro. Amaro had a ground out RBI back in the 4th inning. First pitch not there from Schott. 1 ball, no strikes. Ready to deliver. Set at the belt. Here's the pitch. Can't find it there either. Looking back at second, here's the 2-0, and this one's fouled straight back off the net. 2-1. Shots only gone 4 innings is the longest that he's gone in one game. And this clearly has been his worst outing of the season so far. Gave up unearned runs against Sluggin' Rebels and the Monarchs. Swing and a miss there. 2 balls and 2 strikes. But in this one, 4 runs, all 4 of them earned. It hasn't really been walks. He's only walked 2 guys, which isn't great. But at the same time, the Batcats have needed to get hits to drive guys in, and they've gotten hits with 2 outs. Two. Inside 3 balls and 2 strikes. 2 of the Batcats' runs in this game were driven in with 2 outs. Alex Rogers, RBI single in the second, and then that last RBI double from Rathan Malone. We'll see if Schott goes longer in this one. There's no one currently throwing in the Cheney bullpen. Time is asked for by Marl. Granted, and we'll await the 3-2 pitch. Here comes. And he's going to get hit with a fastball at the knees. That's strike 3. Amaro down looking. That ends the bottom of the 5th inning. Bad Cats get a run. RBI double from Rathan Malone, who now has 2 doubles and 2 RBIs in this game. Diamond Dogs have some work to do offensively as Hagen Rose heads back out to the mound.
This is left-handed pitcher Matt Nedved, and you're watching Batcat Baseball on the Batcat Media Network.
Ready to go again here in Great Bend, top of the 5th inning. First pitch to Andrew Brotman misses inside. Brotman into a fielder's choice that ended the top of the 2nd inning in his first at bat. Started to go around there. It was a strike anyway, 1-1. This one grounded to the right side by Brotman, and it gets past Larinaga, but then it's barehanded by Amaro, and they still get the out.
What a play.
Looked like that was going to be trouble after it was muffed by Simon Larinaga, but Amaro backing it up very nicely and makes the play.
Good thing Hagen got over there in time. PFPs, it's a big thing pitchers work on in college.
First pitch, swinging a foul ball here from Jackson Searing. No balls and 1 strike. Searing has reached twice. No technical at-bats. 1 walk, 1 hit by pitch. There is the 0-1. That's outside. Gets away from Allen. The 1-1. This Cheney Diamond Dogs team, they have made runs at the NBC World Series, but they just have never been able to seal the deal. That one misses. 2 balls and 1 strike. They finished 2nd place in 2019, losing to the Seattle Studs, which actually isn't a college team. That's more of a semi-pro. They do have some players from the junior college area up there in the Northwest. This one on the ground up near the middle. Rathan Malone Fields throws first, and that's the 2nd out. Yeah, the Seattle Studs team is a combination of old minor league guys that are no longer playing and then some junior college players from up there near the Puget Sound. Following year, they lost again in the championship game to the Santa Barbara Foresters. That's a tough squad. They've won more than a few NBC World Series. They've actually won the last 2 and 3 of the last 4. And this one sharply grounded to the right side. That'll get past Larinaga and into right field. Blake Rodden takes the turn at first, but he's going to stay there with a single.
It was a hard hit ball down that line.
And then last season, they again were on the cusp of it, but they ended up getting beat by an upstart Lone Star Texas team that played out of Austin. They had just a fantastic run featuring some really good players on that team, like Travis Chestnut out of Temple College and Nathan Madrano, who spent last season at Houston. Cats actually ended up losing to that Lone Star team in game 1 for them in the NBC World Series last year. Madrano pitched a beauty on him. This one hit towards the middle. That gets past Dre Amaro, a base hit. Rodden heading for third. He'll get in there easily, and they're on the corners with 2 outs. George Specht with an opportunity to bring in some runs for Cheney.
Shortstop, number 4, George Specht.
So Cheney ended up finishing in the top 4 last season. So for those counting at home, that's a second-place finish, a second-place finish, and a fourth-place finish. Technically tied for third when you think about it, because they were part of the Final Four in the last 3 seasons. Pretty heartbreaking stuff. You're looking to make another run this season as the 1-0 is fouled off, 1-1. Cats, as I mentioned, will not be participating in this season's NBC World Series. They'll instead be heading to another postseason tournament, Summer Ball Showdown, which is out in Goddard. So Cats will not be looking to improve on their 5th place finish last year at the NBC. That was down low, 2 balls and a strike. Rose ready to end the 2-1. Just want a breaker that Specht hits high in the air to center field. Shallow, more like left center.
There we go.
And Rathan Malone makes the catch, and the Bad Cats escape the trouble. As the Cheney Diamond Dogs strand them on the corners here in the top of the 5th inning, and the Bad Cats have a 3-run lead going to the bottom of the 5th inning here on the Bad Cats Media Network.
Right here in the center of the whole USA, on the bend of a river, in the heart of the Sunflower State. Great people, great places, great band. You've got to take a weekend or a lifetime to spend with so many things to offer. Come again and again for great people, great places, great band. Great people, great places, great band.
We've all heard what they say about us. Flyover state, middle of nowhere, a bunch of country folk. Go ahead and fly on over. There's nothing going on. Nowhere to be. And yeah, we've got a lot of hard-working, entrepreneurial, best neighbor you could ask for farm families. We're proud of Kansas, and that's why we built our entire network for it. Next Tech Wireless, keeping Kansans connected.
Alex Rogers is the leadoff man for the Bad Cats. Normally end in this inning. We're at the bottom of the 5th. Bad Cats with a 4-1 lead over the Cheney Diamond Dogs, who only have 4 losses all season. 24-4 in conference play, and 28-4 overall if you include all the games that they've played. That Cat's off to a good start against them. Rogers gives this one a ride into left center field. Lenny Ashby is back, and he will make the catch on the warning track. I don't know what it's been with the Bad Cats last couple of games here at Al Burns Memorial Field. They've just had warning track power.
Yeah, that wind has not been helping us lately.
Not sure what this is about, as we have a meeting between Hunter Fitzpatrick and Doug Clark going on. Talking about something I'm not sure it had anything to do with that last play. Alex Rogers, just a hard hit ball to left field. Looks like they're going to warn both dugouts. Has it been a little chippy? It must have been. We can't hear it from up here. And then Roger Ward saying, "Why are you warning me?" They're the ones that are instigating it. Roger Ward said this has been a chatty group.
Yeah, things get pretty chatty with us down there some games.
Now, both Hunter Fitzpatrick and Doug Clark talking with Roger Ward about these warnings that have been issued. Things have gotten chippy all around, and then you also see on the other side, Jeremy Nelson is talking with Cheney's dugout. Doug Clark shouting something at the Diamond Dogs dugout. So, yep, both benches warned. We'll see if that results in anything. Does that calm it down, or does that just boil it? And that's a strike in there, 0-1. There's the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss there from Silva, not a convincing looking one. 0-2. This particularly has a tendency to happen when teams are playing well against big-name pitchers or pitchers from big-name schools. Those guys are under additional pressure in a league like this. This one wildly outside 1-2. We've seen it before, and the Bad Cats have not been completely excused from that all around. Grant Farlander, I mean, he got eaten up out there as a guy that's going to Texas and big swings in batting practice, no longer with the Cats at this time as Silva is caught looking here. He's now 0 for 3, and Schott has 4 strikeouts, but I mean, teams would eat him alive from the dugout, and now the Bad Cats hitting well against a guy from Dallas Baptist and got a lot of reputation, and that could certainly be the fuel for some of the talk.
Yeah,
these are completely different dugouts when you look at it. And teams, Bad Cats, mostly a junior college squad, and Cheney has a mixture of a little bit of junior college, but for the most part, they're a Division I team. And that's down low, 1 ball and no strikes. One 0 pitch. A little slider that's too low, 2-0. 2-0 pitch. It's in for a strike, 2-1. But I still think that, I mean, there is a place for it in the game as long as it doesn't cross a line. Creating rivalries and things like that in a league where the rosters change every year is always great when the new teams come in and they still embrace that. You got 2 good teams playing a good game, pivotal part of the season. There's going to be some energy.
Oh, yeah.
The 2-2. Shot looking a little off this inning. That's the second one that's gotten to the backstop in this at bat. So now it's 3 balls and 2 strikes. Shot trying to get out of the inning. There's nobody on. Trying to get it 1-2-3. Allen's over 2 strikeouts. And he'll foul this one off. But even with his strikeouts, he's having some good at-bats. Here we are again, 3-2. Working the pitch count up from Schott. Not the first time that he's done that. Another 3-2, and he lays off that one, and this earns him a walk. Now 3 walks allowed by Schott. That was his first walk given up since the second. He'd been pretty good the last couple of innings. Bodie Waller comes up. Gonna fly out to the warning track and then ground it out to third. And first pitch, check swing. Not sure what they called that.
Looked like he fouled it off a little bit.
They may get in a piece. So it goes in as a strike, 0-1. And Bodie, soft contact here, back behind the plate, and Moore makes the catch. And that does it for the bottom of the fifth. Batcats get a 2-out walk, but can't do anything with it. Going to the sixth inning. It's a 4-1 ball game in Great Bend.
This is infielder Colter Maldonado, and you're watching Batcats Baseball on the Batcats Media Network.
Batcats, top of the sixth, and Hagen Rose still going strong. Gave up a run in the early going of this one, but for the most part, this very potent 331 hitting Cheney Diamond Dogs team has been a little toothless.
Yeah, they're struggling a little bit today.
As the 1-0 comes in, and that's a strike in there, 1-1. And the Batcats have had a tendency to play really well against good teams, good hitting teams. Derby didn't light them up like you would expect from a team that was hitting as well as they did. Check swing there. Did he go? Yep. So the count now at 1-2. But Kirkland Trahan, one of the best hitters in the Sunflower Collegiate League, was hitting over 400 when that series started, under 300 when it ended. Same thing with Patrick Hackworth, went from 400 to 300. This pitching staff has been really tough to get. This one on the ground over to second base. Dre Amaro throws to first to get the out.
Yeah, them guys had a rough series against us hitting the ball. I think Kirkland only had 1 or 2 hits in all 4 games.
Right fielder, number 2, Jackson Holder.
And this will bring up Jackson Holder. First pitch. Ooh, corkscrewed himself into the ground a little bit there, but the only thing that it has to get across the plate is the bat, and somehow he managed to hold that back.
What?
Be a 1-0.
What a spot.
It's a really good one, but unfortunately it's called a ball. The 2-1. And that's low 3-0. Shadows starting to creep in to this one, and they cover now the mound and the plate and stretch down towards first base, but the outfield still pretty much for the most part all in sunlight, as well as the middle part of the infield. 4-pitch walk as that one misses. And Holder has his second walk of the game, and Hagan has walked 5. And this brings up Zach Cox, who is 1 for 1, an infield hit, and a walk. Batcats looking for something on the ground. They've turned 4 double plays in this game. First pitch, and this could be another one. No, but it eats up Wraith and Malone, and everybody's safe. Too much pressure on him. First error of the game for either team.
I think I know the answer to that question.
So an error on Malone puts runners on first and second and 1 out. So Cody Moore comes up with 2 on, as I mentioned, and 1 out. He had an RBI single in the second inning. He hit into a double play in the 4th. Batcats take that result. First pitch. This one crushed foul. Rose set. 0-1. Runner going to third. Here's the throw down by Allen. He's got him way down.
Got him.
That's one of those comically bad steals. And Holder is out.
Wasn't even close.
That's one of those where you just knew you were out. And you're like, I'm just not going to think about hurting myself. And I'm just going to eat this one up. It's an out.
Yep.
It didn't even look like a scheduled double steal because Cox didn't go. He's still on first base. The pitch, and this one is low and away. I think they were wishing they went on that pitch. 2 balls and a strike. That's not there. 3-1. Diamond Dogs have been a little bit frustrated, showcased by that last play, trying to be aggressive, getting to third base, make something happen. But Connor Allen with a great throw.
It was on the money.
Ends that threat. The 3-1.
Wow.
Not sure if that missed high or in. Either way, it was close. And now there's runners on first and second again, but there are 2 away. So now it's the 9-hole, Andrew Brotman, but as we mentioned, not really a 9-hole when you have a guy hitting over 340 in that spot. At least he was at the beginning of this ball game. But he's 0 for 2 with fielder's choice ground out and a ground out to second. First pitch in for a strike. Really a key there for Hagan to get ahead 0-1 on Brotman with more traffic. And there has been a lot of it for Hagan Rose. And he's gotten out of all of it. He's gotten some help from the defense, couple of double plays. He's left 6 Diamond Dogs on base, trying to make that 8 if he can get out of this inning.
Would be nice.
0-1, grounded to the left side. Took a weird hop on Malone, but he got his glove on it, throws to second, and they get out of it. 6 innings pitched for Hagan Rose, and ends up stranding 8 on the bases, and he gets a handshake from Roger Ward. That usually is the indication that that's the end of the day for you, and it looks like they're going to turn it over to the bullpen. But Hagan Rose, great 6 innings for him, and his Batcats lead 4-1 going to the 7th inning here on the Batcats Media Network.
This is left-handed pitcher, outfielder Matthew Howell, and you're watching the Batcats on Batcat Media Network.
Contrary to what I said at the end of the last inning, we're still in the sixth, bottom of the sixth, and he's not quite there to the top of the seventh. Bad Cats have a 4-1 lead over the Cheney Diamond Dogs, trying to get off to a good start in this series. Bad Cats going to try and give some more help to the bullpen as the first pitch to Colby Christian hit the foul ground down the right side, out of play. Tyler Schott staying out there for the Diamond Dogs. This has been his longest outing of the season. Had never gone longer than 4 innings. Before this point, 0-1. That's outside, 1 ball and 1 strike. Christian has a walk and a run scored. Last time he was up, though, in the 4th, he lined out to second. Shots 1-1. This one hit right back to the pitcher. Schott got his glove down there, heads over to first, and flips it to Noah Brewer for the out.
The first baseman.
And this will bring up Simon Larinaga with 1 down. Simon has kept up his good play with a walk and a single and 2 runs scored. Even during that streak, we constantly mention that every good hitter is going to go through a tough stretch of baseball. It's about getting out of it and getting your confidence back. Simon with a 2-game hitting streak. First one's in for a strike, 0-1. This one hit out to right center field. Big drive from Simon. Searing trying to chase it down, and it is off of the wall.
Yes.
That'll be a double for Simon. He's in standing to second base.
Great
Dance
hit.
over there at second base as he's in with a double. Some great double celebrations from this team all around.
Oh, yeah. They're great.
Larinaga, another 2-hit day, and that one inches from his 8th home run. A lot of teams have their own double celebration they do for the entire team, since the Bad Cats are a compilation of people from many different schools. It's kind of a mixture. You see Wraith Malone kind of does the selfie. There was the little dance from Simon Larinaga that you saw. Some people just break out the wave. First pitch to Coulter Maldonado is low, 1-0. What was yours before you transitioned to a pitcher just this summer?
Well, I did a little different one. Sometimes I would do a little dice roll, and sometimes I'd do a little dance. It just depended on what I did.
The 1-0 comes in. That's a strike to Maldonado, 1-1. Maldonado has flown out twice in this ball game. Larinaga leads off a second. Shot at the belt. Fires. And this one hit sharply on the ground to shortstop. And
he's
safe. And that's a close one. He's called out.
Wow.
But in this ball game, the Mad Cats have the guy they want up right now, Wraith Malone. 2 doubles, 2 RBIs. And that last time he was up in the 4th inning, similar situation. He had Simon on base. He was on second, though. And with 2 outs, he's done a good job hitting with 2 outs. First one low. 1 ball and no strikes. Here's the 1-0 pitch. And that way inside almost got Wrathan. Here's the delivery. That one outside. 3 balls and no strikes. The shot working from way behind here. Couple of Diamond Dogs throwing in the bullpen. Looks like we have 2 right-handers. And the 3-1 pitch inside. Ball 4, and that'll put him on the corners. 4 walks, allowed by Schott. Will there be a change? Hunter Douglas coming out. Dre Amaro is the scheduled hitter. And that was a short conversation. Two outs, runners on the corners, and Schott still on the bump against Dre Amaro. First one's down low, 1 ball and no strikes. Amaro had a ground out RBI in the second, struck out looking in the fourth. He's openly admitted that it's been a little bit of a transition for him, going from metal to wood bats. He says, this thing is the most humbling thing in baseball, making that transition.
Yeah, that is a big switch, going from metal from college, and then you come up here for a summer for 2 months playing with a wood bat. It's a lot different. Got to make sure you barrel ball, otherwise your hands might be feeling a little buzzed after that if you get one off the inside.
That's fouled away, 2-1. And even mentioned, when you're playing with wood, as you just said, if you barrel it, you're good. But if you don't, you're not. And that opposite is true with the metal bat, just because you can hit one off the end, off the inside a little bit, and still have enough to get a base hit out of it. As this one hit the shortstop, shouldn't be an issue. They throw to second base, and Malone is out, and that's a fielder's choice to end the bottom of the sixth. And we're heading for the latter innings of this one, and thought it might be the end of the day for Hagen Rose, but he'll head out here to start the seventh for the Cats. Back in a moment.
This is infielder Brady Kreitzer. You're watching Batcats Baseball on Batcats Media Network.
Mark McClure, Matt Howell here for the Great Bend Badcats Media Network. Top of the seventh inning of this series opener between the Great Bend Badcats and Cheney Diamond Dogs, and the Badcats up 4-1. Really, that momentum certainly meant something, as Jackson Searing just cannot get out of the way of these pitches from Hagen Rose. Second time he's been hit by a pitch, but I'm telling you that one's going to hurt more because the first one grazed his jersey. And that one caught him flush.
Yeah. Those pitches are scary coming up and in at you like that.
Could be the best chance for the Diamond Dogs to score in this one. They're going up against a starter into his seventh inning of work. You have 2, 3, 4 next up. First pitch to Rodden, and that one upstairs. It's a ball and no strikes. Rodden 2 for 3. Hit one off of Hagan in the third, then hit a single to right in the fifth. Strike across there, 1-1. After Rodden, it'll be Ashby and then Specht. Heavy dose of left-handers. Is this a curve that's outside 2-1? Searing leads off of first. Ready for a 2-1 pitch. Here it comes. Can't find it there, 3-1. Hagan may not last long here in the top of the seventh. Can't quite find the strike zone. The 3-1. A huge, huge hack from Rodden on that one. Just fouled it away. Full count. Three balls, 2 strikes. Hayden looks over at first in the pitch. Rodden stays alive, fouls it off. Big pitch coming for Hagan. Doesn't want to put 2 on, but none out. Searing is going, and this one is going to be hitting the foul ground down the left field line. And that one gets out of play. So we'll go again, 3-2. For that, we'll see a throw over. For Searing went on the last pitch. Want to make sure he wasn't going early there. So now we'll see that 3-2. Again, Searing went. This one on the ground to shortstop. There's only one play here, and it's at first. And they get the out. At this point in the game, you'll take that up 3.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, lucky for the Dawgs that he was in motion there. Get them out of the double play. Lenny Ashby stepping in. It's hitting the 2 double plays and singled up the middle. Look back from Rose. First pitch to Ashby. Fastball, that's a strike, 0-1. That's what's made Hagan successful, his ability to pick out the outside part of the plate. A lot of soft contact, hasn't struck out a ton. Only 4 in the ball game. But when he's put guys on, he's gotten out of it. This one hit the other way hard to left, but this one's going to be caught by Riley Silva. And that's the second out.
It's just what he needs right there.
2 gone in the top of the 7th, and George Specht comes up.
Shortstop, number 4, George Specht.
Specht is an uncharacteristic 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a strikeout. First pitch to him from Hagan Rose is inside. Good block from Allen, 1-0. Really a good mover back behind the plate. Allen gets himself in front of just about everything. Not a ton gets past him. Roses 1-0's down near the bottom. Again, misses 2-0. Tying runs in the on-deck circle for Cheney. If they can get to Noah Brewer, you'd hit next. 2-0 pitch.
What a pitch.
Inside. On the corner, gets him a strike, 2-1. Ready for the 2-1 pitch. That's outside. 3 balls and 1 strike. Six and 2/3 strong innings from Hagen Rose. Only 1 run allowed. It was earned. Stranded a lot of Diamond Dogs on the bases, though. 3-1 fouled off. Three balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch from Hagen. Low, and he lost him. Seventh walk allowed by Rose. Here is a big AB. 2 on, 2 out. Top of the 7th inning with the Diamond Dogs trailing by 3 runs. Noah Brewer will step in. 0 for 2 with a walk. He's the tying run.
Let's hope he doesn't tie it.
That certainly is the hope for the Cats. First pitch to him. He attacks him with a fastball early, 0-1.
That's what he needs to do to get these outs going.
Quickly delivers 0-1. This one softly grounded to third. Charging in on it, Maldonado. Got to make a good throw, and he does.
He was out.
They call him safe.
Wow.
Half the Bad Cats were off the field. They said he's safe, and that would load the bases.
Wow.
The glove came off of Simon Laranaga's hand after he made the catch. They originally said safe on the field. 3 umpires will talk about it. Bad Cats still believe they're going to be off the field here.
I would think the same thing.
But there has to be something with one of the other umpires saw. The umpire making the call was Jeremy Nelson. And they call him out.
Yes.
And then not happy Hunter Douglas comes out. Noah Brewer, not sure what to think over at first base. And Hunter Douglas behind the mound talking with Hunter Fitzpatrick, Doug Clark. And he's just exasperated by the call.
Yep.
And Jeremy Nelson wasn't going to keep himself out of this one as Hunter Douglas now makes his way over there to get in to his grill. All 3 coaches kind of ganging up on the umpires here. Diamond Dogs are on there as well. Bad Cats from the dugout as they look to get this one sorted out. Or will we see somebody get walking papers for the day? Hunter Douglas just seems just completely stunned by this call. After calling him safe, that's the difficult part, and that's what makes it hard to accept. And you just see Noah Brewer chuck his gear into the dugout as that'll be the end of the inning. And it looks like we've seen somebody thrown out of the ball game. Yeah, it looked like it was someone in the dugout that got thrown out again. Either way, we'll sort this all out after the break here on the Bad Cats Media Network. 4-1 to score. Time to stretch.
This is Batcats outfielder Dawson Fringe. You're watching Batcats Baseball on the Batcats Media Network.
So after all of that action has resolved itself, all the arguments and things like that, we did have someone on the bench from the Cheney Diamond Dogs thrown out of the game, and they've made their way out of the stadium. Not sure quite who that was, but Alex Rogers is in at the plate, and Kendall Anthus is on the mound as he'll replace Tyler Schott after 6 innings of action. Anthus ready, the big right-hander deals, and it's in for a strike on Rogers, 0-2. 2 hits for Raj, 1 RBI, a stolen base. Last time he was up, he did fly out, and that was in the 5th inning. Oh, 2 and the pitch. Anthus tried to pitch the outside corner there, and it's 1-2 after it missed. Anthus with a 6.42 ERA. This is his 5th appearance. 7 strikeouts to 2 walks, so he doesn't walk many guys. Gets a strikeout there of Alex Rogers.
The left fielder, number 19, Riley Silva.
So that brings Riley Silva to the plate. And we're ready for the first pitch. Anthus deals. He gets a strike in there. 0-1. Final line in this one for Tyler Schott. 6 innings pitched, 6 hits, 4 runs. All 4 were earned, 4 walks, 4 strikeouts. And the 0-1. Inside on Silva, nearly caught his leg. 1 ball and 1 strike. After coming in not giving up any earned runs this season in 15 innings for Schott, one team finally got to him, and it was the Batcats. Knocked him around and this night here as Silva hits one to the right side. Good play by Brock Rodden. Gets it to Noah Brewer for the out.
The catcher, number 24, Connor Allen.
Connor Allen coming up, and going back to that play that ended at the top of the 7th inning. I mean, that's just one of those plays. While certainly the result could be frustrating, but I believe it was called as it should have been. Because unless the throw is what takes the glove off, if he held it, he's out.
Yeah, it looked like he was coming off the bag, and then the runner just hit him.
In the same way if he loses it on the transfer when he's getting ready to go around the horn. Allen with a high hopper over to third base. Going to be a long throw across the diamond for Brotman, and it couldn't be picked by Brewer. He did everything he could. Reaching up and across to try and make that play, but was not to be.
Guess Sal's just a little too fast for him.
That'll be called an error against Brotman. So the Cats get a base runner with 2 outs. And Bodie Waller comes up. Waller certainly happy to have shot out of the game. Now he gets to go up against a righty.
Yeah, Bodie feast off righties.
And this, the first pitch is fouled off. 0-1 to Waller. At the belt, we're ready for an 0-1 pitch. But Anthus will step off. Here's the pitch, and that one away, and then it skips away from the catcher, Cody Moore, right out of his glove to the backstop. Connor Allen gets to second base, and the count is 1-1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Can't catch the outside corner. At this set, here's a pitch. On the ground to the left side. Spector. No problem there. And that retires the side. Batcats got a runner in scoring position. Couldn't bring him home, though. Anthus was pretty clean. First inning in relief. Still a 4-1 game going to the 8th inning here on the Batcats Media Network.
Options. Everyone likes them, and at Office Products Incorporated, we offer options. Shop by phone or by having one of our OPI specialty salespeople call on you to help you find solutions. Shop online at OPIKAN.com to place your order directly or search for solutions, or come to one of our 4 store locations, Great Bend, Larned, Russell, and Hayes, to shop in person. OPI offers you these options for your shopping convenience. Which do you prefer?
Everything you need to power your business. OPI.
In today's world full of change, it's nice to come across the simple things like consistency, reliability. And when it comes to the comfort in your home, one thing you won't have to worry about is the reliability of a Lennox furnace and air conditioner. Steeder Contractors has been your Lennox dealer in Central Kansas for over 37 years. We've beefed up our inventory and are prepared to deliver the same quality Steeder service that you've come to expect. When you need a high-efficiency heating and air system, rely on Steeder Contractors in Great Bend for service you can depend on, prices you can trust.
This is outfielder Riley Silva, and you're watching Batcats Baseball on the Batcats Media Network.
welcome back to Great Bend, Al Burns Memorial Field. Cats lead 4-1 over the Cheney Diamond Dogs. We're into the top of the 8th, and Matt Nedved is taken over on the mound as this one is popped into foul ground by Jackson Holder, but there's no play to be made down there by the Bad Cats dugout. Holder has 2 walks in this game with a strikeout as well. 1 run scored. Nedved was an all-star for the Bad Cats this season. Had an opportunity to play down there at Hobart Detter Field on July the 5th as this one is hit high in the sky to right center field. More center, though, and Alex Rogers makes the catch. Made that look easy, heading over to his left. Nedved's record is 2-1 on this season with a 2.53 ERA, his 8th appearance here against the Diamond Dogs. 21 and a third innings pitched to this point, 19 strikeouts to 6 walks. Has given up 4 runs in his last 2 outings, but the one against the Twins on July 9th was unearned. First pitch is away to Zach Cox, and it's 1 ball, no strikes. That'll step off here. Look like you couldn't see the sign.
Yeah, that's a struggle when it gets to the late innings. It's hard to see the signs that the catcher's given.
And the 1-0, swing and a miss. Counts 1-1. We see sometimes they'll change up how they do the signs. We see guys sometimes go to the arm. It's a little easier to see as opposed to the fingers. 1-1 pitch. 2 balls and a strike. Count is 2-1 and a swing and a miss. Of course, in the majors now, they have been using the pitch comms in the hats, which has been a big thing. Catcher has a little keypad on the leg, and then in the hat, the pitcher can hear what the call is. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Some people like it, others don't. I'm kind of indifferent to it.
Sounds like it could be pretty interesting to use one of those.
So it'll be a 3-2. Fouled away. There's been some malfunctions with them from time to time. Someone actually tried to steal on the Yankees the other day when Luis Severino's pitch comm wasn't working. He actually got thrown out. Trying to steal home during the distraction. 3-2, that one's down low, and Cox works the walk, his second walk of the game. Nedved's first. And this brings up Cody Moore.
The catcher, number 22, Cody Moore.
Final lines in for Rose, as well. 7 innings pitched, 5 hits. He gave up 1 run that was earned. Big issue for him, 7 walks in this game. He struck out 4, and that's in for a strike, 0-1. Oh, 1 pitch. This one popped into foul ground. First base side, Larinaga had a chance to make that play, and it looks like he did. How about that? Simon Larinaga right by the dugout. That one just barely stayed in play, and Moore's retired. Second out of the top of the 8th inning. Here comes Andrew Brotman. Brotman's 0 for 3, 2 fielders' choice groundouts, and then just a ground out to second. First pitch inside to him here, 1-0. Nedved's at the belt. Raises it towards the chin, and then he'll come into his delivery. And this one up the elevator shaft. Right side of the infield, and Amaro has no clue where the ball is. And then trying to get to second is Brotman. Now he tries to retreat to first. Could Larinaga get the tag? No, he couldn't.
Jeez.
Line drive in the scorebook.
It's a ball that's got to be caught right there.
And that gives the Diamond Dogs some life, brings up the top of the order in Jackson Searing. And he is the tying run. First pitch inside from Nedved, 1-0. Does go in as a hit because it didn't hit Amaro's glove.
Yeah.
As much as you would want that to be an error, and that should be caught 100 times out of 100.
Mm-hmm.
Just got lost in the lights. 1-0 pitch. Gets strike cross there to Searing, 1-1. Searing looking for a hit. He's 0 for 1 with 2 hit by pitches and a walk. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Way inside. 2 balls and a strike. Nedved trying to get out of this jam. Wasn't helped by his defense. They're on the corners. He'll step off. Two one, way inside, 3 balls, 1 strike, dangerous count to a good hitter. Here's the 3-1 to Searing. Inside ball, 4 bases loaded.
Looked like a good pitch.
Roger Ward going to make his way out. Have a talk with Matt Nedved as he's loaded the bases. Should be out of the inning. But the drop pop-up by Dre Amaro has got him in some trouble. Tying run is now on the base paths. Searing over at first base. Brock Rodden will be coming up. Another right-handed hitter. At least against the lefty Nedved. He hits from both sides.
Second baseman, number 20, Dawgs.
First pitch to Rodden. Swings and reaches for it, fouls it down the right side, and it gets out of play. So Nedved into his motion, 0-1. Rodden pops it up. Will it be playable to the right side? It's not. Just gets out of play again. But Nedved is ahead. No balls, 2 strikes. Needs 1 more pitch to get out of the inning. We'll also keep the Bad Cats' 3-run lead intact. An extra base hit could tie the ball game. Here's a pitch. And awfully close, but didn't get the call.
It's a good spot.
If you want to miss it, would be right there. One, two. Similar spot, similar call. Here's the pitch. That one's outside.
Wow.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
That was close.
Big pitch coming. All filled up, nowhere to put Rodden. Runners go. Fouled back. Just stays alive. Nedved set again the pitch. And again, Rodden not going down. Still looking for a conclusion here. Bases loaded, 2 outs in the top of the 8th. Runners go. And Rodden hits it to center, but this should be all Alex Rogers. Makes the catch, and Nedved shreds the bases loaded. He's fired up coming off the mound. Batcats still lead by 3 runs, bottom of the 8th. Coming up on the Batcats Media Network. More clutch pitching by the Cats.
Yep.
This is pitcher David Stewart. You're watching Batcats Media Network, home of the Great Bend Batcats.
After that massive display of clutch pitching by Matt Nedved, Kobe Christian comes up, hits the ball off of the pitcher. Still a chance to make the play for Rodden, and he does. But it hit Kendall Anthus. Says he hit it off the glove, so he's okay.
Yeah, those are scary up on the mound. You don't want those.
That hit his glove, so technically goes in as a 1-4-3 put out.
Mm-hmm.
Simon Laranaga coming up. First pitch from Anthus. And misses outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Here's the pitch.
Same spot.
Same spot, same call. 2-0. Laranaga, 2 hits and 2 at-bats, a walk, 2 runs scored. Swings and misses there. One that was headed for a similar spot, 2-1. Batcats just trying to give themselves any insurance they can. They can go to a closer if they want or stick with Nedved. 2-0, he hits foul down the right side, and that will get out of play. 2-2. Swing and a miss, got him. Anthus has his second strikeout. Nothing doing so far for the Bad Cats as this brings up Coulter Maldonado. Ready for the first pitch to Coulter Maldonado, and it's a strike called. Fastball on the outside part of the plate. Next pitch in, and that one a strike. So Maldonado behind, 0-2. In the pitch. Gets one on the ground here softly over to shortstop. Speck. Yeah,
he's there.
Good looking throw, but they're going to call him out.
No. Wow.
Jeremy Nelson's had a rough night over there at first base. And it continues.
Wow.
As we head to the ninth inning, Bad Cats lead 4-1. Not much help for the umpires, though, in this one, I must be honest.
Yep.
This is outfielder Colby Christian for the Bat Cats. You're watching Bat Cats Baseball on the Bat Cats Media Network.
Back here on the Bad Cats Media Network. At top of the ninth, Bad Cats 3 innings away from getting themselves started perfectly in this series. Looks like we have a pinch hitter to start here this inning. This is Ryan Scott.
Pinch hitting is number 10, Ryan Scott.
Scott is coming in for Lenny Ashby, who has not had a great day. 2 double plays, a flyout. He did have a single in the 5th, though. Scott's no joke, one of the best home run hitters in the league. 7 home runs, 33 RBIs. He's walked 19 times to 16 strikeouts. That's pretty impressive as well. Being a slugger that walks more often than he strikes out. It's pretty impressive, but here he just gets frozen by a Matt Nedved curve.
What a pitch. He doesn't even know what to think of that one.
That's Nedved's first strikeout, and he gets the very dangerous Ryan Scott to start the inning.
Shortstop, number 4, George Speck.
So this brings up George Speck. Speck is 0 for 3 with a walk. First pitch. Another breaking ball that gets a swing and a miss from a Cheney Diamond Dog. Here's the 0-1.
Spot.
That's in for a strike. 0-2. He's looked great this inning. That 3-2 fly out with the bases loaded seems to have got his adrenaline going.
That's a great pitch to throw to a righty because it's coming right at them and then just tails right over the plate. They're scared to swing or they take some goofy swings at it.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Nedved trying to finish off what Hagen Rose started. A breaking ball, a little looper, right side.
Foul
that is
ball.
just foul.
Just foul.
It was close. We saw Rathan Malone earlier in the game for the Bad Cats get a couple of doubles doing that. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Into his motion. Here's Nedved.
Yep.
Tried to catch him on the outside corner. Did it again. The same thing that happened to Scott.
It's a great pitch.
Got Speck looking like a scarecrow in the batter's box. 2 down, and Noah Brewer at the plate. Last hope for the Dogs. Has to get something going against Matt Nedved, who's got back-to-back Diamond Dogs looking. First pitch to Brewer. He takes upstairs, 1-0. Bit of chippy ball game. Seen warnings issued to both sides. One Diamond Dog got thrown out of the game that was on the bench. Some bad calls in the field, or at least from our seat, bad calls. 1-1.
Mm-hmm.
Too low. 2 balls and a strike.
Wow.
That's just all created sense of tension in the air all around. We'll see how the rest of the series goes because these teams are just getting to know each other.
Mm-hmm.
Swing and a miss, 2-2. Bad Cats win here would move them within 3 games, or put them at 3 games exactly out of the SCL. The top of the SCL, I should say, the 2-2. Tried to get him in there, could not. So we'll see at least one more offering. Three-two from Nedved. In the air to center.
Let's do it.
Roger says he has it, and he makes the catch, and this one's in the history books. The Bad Cats win the series opener against the Cheney Diamond Dogs. Final score 4-1. Bad Cats got the job done all around in this game, and just took advantage of everything that they got. They didn't leave many on. They've had issues with that all season long, leaving guys on base. They did not do it in this game. Only left 6 on. They took advantage of the guys that they got on, while the Dogs did the exact opposite. Left 13 guys on base, 1 run on 6 hits for them, 1 error. Bad Cats 4 runs on 6 hits, 1 error. But the difference being Diamond Dogs left 7 more on base. And the Cats start this series off in style and improve to 25-9 on the season, while the Diamond Dogs drop to 28-5. Bad Cats now behind 3 games in the Sunflower Collegiate League standings. And it really set the tone for what should be a very exciting series as this series continues tomorrow at the Cheney Sports Complex. 7 o'clock start time will be here for the Great Bend Bad Cats Media Network. But we're going to step aside for a moment. We'll have a post-game show when we come back here on the Bad Cats Media Network. And welcome back here to the Bad Cats Media Network. Mark McClure joined by today's player of the game, Rathan Malone. And the Bad Cats needed production out of the whole group today to beat a team like the Cheney Diamond Dogs that's having such a great year so far. And Rathan was the big catalyst today, 2 for 2, 2 doubles, 2 RBIs, and a walk in this one. And Rathan, it hadn't been, a great stretch going up into this game. What changed for you today?
I was just staying short to the ball. Doing it for the team, trying to see pitches, waiting for my pitch, be aggressive at the same time, and just doing the most I can do for the team, get runners on the base, and score them in.
Bad Cats defensively and from a pitching standpoint, they left 13 Diamond Dogs on base today. How has this defense really come together as a group, particularly in the middle infield with the combination of you and Dre Amaro?
Oh, I love it. It's just the bond we have with the middle with anybody that's out there. We're all connected. We're all talking, just being active, up on our feet, just ready to make any play anytime.
And coming up against such a tough group, how were you able to kind of overcome all that and all the thoughts that this team's hitting well and playing well and just go out and play your game?
We don't care who we're playing. We're going to come out most force we can possibly come out with. Just we're not bothered by the other team. We know what we can do, and we did it today. We got to get 3 more, though.
Thanks for joining us, Rathan. Player of the game for tonight's game. 2 doubles in this one. The Bad Cats win 4-1. And we come back, we'll wrap things up here on the Bad Cats Media Network. Time to close things down here on the Bad Cats Media Network. Final score in this one, and the Bad Cats win 4-1 over the Cheney Diamond Dogs, game 1 of the series. The Bad Cats led, as we mentioned, by Rathan Malone, who was 2 for 2, 2 doubles today, and a walk in this one. And a lot of guys stepped up today overall for the Bad Cats. Alex Rogers had 2 hits. Simon Langarnaga had a couple of hits. Dre Amaro had a ground-out RBI. A lot of contributors out there in this one for the Bad Cats all around. Hagen Rose gets the win. 7 spectacular innings of damage control is really what it was. He walked 7 in the game, gave up 5 hits, but worked around all of the trouble. As we talked about, the Diamond Dogs left 13 on base. Tyler Schott takes the loss. His first loss of the season. He drops to 2-1 on the year, and the Bad Cats were the only team that scored an earned run against him. 4 earned runs in the game for Schott. His final line of the game was 6 innings, 6 hits, 4 runs, 4 walks, 4 strikeouts. And the Cheney Diamond Dogs offense kind of fell silent as they dropped to 28-5. They'll look to bounce back and really improve their situational hitting in this one. Overall, that was just not enough for them with just the 1 run. Not enough hits, not enough situational hitting. They were double away from tying this game, and they just could never get it throughout the entire ball game. Matt Nedved takes the save in this one. He came in, pitched 2 innings, the 8th and the 9th. He got in trouble in the 8th, but got Brock Rodden, to fly out with the bases loaded on a 3-2 count, and then worked a 1-2-3 top of the 9th to secure the victory. Batcats lead 1-0 in this series. 7 o'clock tomorrow, the Batcats back in action against the Cheney Diamond Dogs, Game 2 of the series at the Cheney Sports Complex. Make sure to tune in here on the Batcats Media Network for that one. But for tonight, that'll do it for us here from Al Burns Memorial Field. For tonight's partner, Matt Howell, my name is Mark McClure, saying farewell from Great Bend for the final time. The Batcats win 4-1 over the Cheney Diamond Dogs in the series opener.